Ready, set, go.
Hello! Welcome back to Vampire Therapist. We're back to being vampire and a therapist. It's time to start doing some vampire therapy.
Yes.
For real this time. We got our degree. Sam is now we're so licensed.
He's in his internship.
Absolutely.
It's unpaid.
He's in his practicum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't remember what we were saying before, but it's like the dead, as they say. I was hoping to save you some breakfast, but I've already sent some on the way. Oh, that's alright. I'm still pretty full from last night. Them goth types were practically throwing themselves at me.
Oh.
I'm not surprised. They're fucking freaks. Perhaps I should be concerned that some of my guests will follow you home. Oh gosh. If I still had mortal circulation, I'd be blushing.
Wow.
You trying to say that vampires can't blush?
Because they don't have blood.
I
It
guess.
doesn't go to their cheeks.
Damn. That's a shame.
Yeah. They have to communicate embarrassment and
Right.
receiving flirtatious advances like this.
Right. Or being brooding. Like Alucard.
I think Alucard should have been doing
Right. Instead of just going
that.
grunts in bisexual.
Having a weird threesome.
Yeah.
Hopefully there aren't any weird threesomes.
I really hope there aren't any weird threesomes. At least
Threesomes
none.
are cool.
Yeah.
Just maybe not a weird one.
Just don't make it weird.
Just don't make it a weird one. No
Yeah.
twins.
Yeah. Why are you so embarrassed, Samuel? Oh, hell. Guess we should just save it for therapy, huh? We gonna get started now? If you like. Oh, we are getting therapized first.
Yeah, cause then you can go be a therapist.
Right.
It's experiential.
Right. Gotcha. Why not? I'm eager to get going. Let loose, Doc. Very well. Let's start with this first question any therapist asks then. What's brought you to me? Why is becoming a therapist so important
Those are
to
two
you?
questions.
Those are two questions.
That is something I struggle with as a therapist.
Yeah. Is why are you? Therapist?
Asking too many questions, being like, I'm gonna ask you something, and then asking like 3 things.
Oh.
I have to.
Let's start with the first question. 2 questions for
Yeah.
you.
You really have to go slow and ask like 1 question at a time.
Right.
I'm not great at it. I'm okay at it.
Well, gosh, I remember what it was like, being all angry, hungry, and scared all the time. It ain't no way to live. When I see vampires acting the way I used to, I just need to show them there's more to unlife. And why is that up to you? You, of all people, know how lost our kind can be, preying on the weak, dating mortal high schoolers. Yeah. I've got to make them see their potential. That's what I'm here for. I know it. So there's a lot of responsibility to place on yourself. You got a funny look in your eye. Am I doing one of them distortion things? You are most perceptive, yes. Perhaps you can tell me what it is. I think is that control fallacy?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. To make vampires see the right. Yeah. Well, I guess that's a control fallacy, right? Can't assume I'll be able to help other vampires the way I was helped. Very good, Samuel. Control fallacies are hard to avoid when one feels strongly about something. Your fate is not to transform every vampire you ever meet, even those who are your clients. You will do what you can do, and that is enough. But I am eager to learn how you developed this desire to help our kin find a different way of thinking. Well, like I told you when I first V-mailed you, I was a real nasty son of a bitch when I first became a vampire. When I look back and see what a no-account piece of shit I was, I ain't nothing but embarrassed. Sounds like some labeling. It all seems pretty stupid to me now. Here we are, living forever, and all we can do is kill. That's the dumbest thing I ever did here. I'm going to stop you for a moment. Stupid, no-account piece of shit. Nasty son of a bitch. Dumbest thing. These are all ways that you talk about your ass, correct?
I got this great stupid ass.
Dumbest thing.
Dumbest thing.
Do you hear the way you are talking about your ass?
Dumbest dumpy.
A real son of a bitch of an ass. With respect, sir, I earned all them names. I killed women and children. Half of the ghost towns out west are my doing. I didn't think of nobody but myself. Pretend you are my therapist. If I sat here and called myself a no-account piece of shit, what would you tell me? Sounds like some labeling.
It's that labeling.
That's that labeling. I'd say you were doing some labeling. And I guess I'd tell you to look at yourself a little more kindly. Extend the same compassion to yourself, then, Samuel. How are you to move on from being a nasty son of a bitch if you are labeling yourself? If you wish to be a guide to other vampires, you must start with compassion for them and for yourself. Yeah.
Why was I about to say C?
See.
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 So.
See.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Now that you've gotten all that horrible name calling out of the way, please tell me, how did you find your sense of purpose? Well, I was on the run, you see. The Wild West was ending, and the Pinkertons were starting to get the better of my gang. This man is just Arthur Morgan.
That's entirely possible, but instead of he has vampire.
Yeah. I went into hiding and found a strange group of folks out in the country. They knew I was an outlaw right away, but they didn't judge me for it. They didn't even care that I was a vampire. They welcomed me like a friend, even shared their blood with me. Damn. They taught me how to appreciate the beauty of the night, and I started seeing things I'd never noticed before. They taught me my letters. They taught them how to read. Philosophy. And how
jumping right from the ABCs to Plato's Cave.
Yeah. And how to question things instead of being scared of them. I think about them every day of my own life. They somehow freed themselves of all the judgments of the time and were better off for it. These must have been the 19th century American transcendentalists, yes. Sure. Yes, sir. I'm glad I died when I did, because their like just don't exist no more. Do they not?
Transcendentalist?
I
can't define it off the top of my head, so I can't say.
I feel like there's still people around trying to transcend. That just sounds like classic hippies, and we got plenty of those still.
There's probably a lot of transcendentalists, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments if you're watching it, and if you're watching, you're a transdentalist.
If you're a transdentist, and a vampire therapist,
or both,
you can do anything if you
absolutely
put your dead gay mind to it.
Yeah. Once my community died out, I started walking. That was something else they taught me how to do. There ain't nothing like having a walk and a think. I walked in nature for about 90 years.
Straight?
Went on a little bit of a walkabout.
Okay.
Just took in all the grace and beauty of my country. I guess that was kind of selfish, though. I should have been helping other vampires the way the Transcendentalists helped me.
You weren't ready.
Why? Why?
Why?
Why?
Why?
Why waste 90 years walking when I should have been helping others? Seems pretty obvious to me. You could have done a lot of good in that time.
You did do a lot of good.
But your should turns that which you could not, that which you could find fulfilling into a duty. You create an extrinsic motivator. Woo! We got should statements. Should statements are another cognitive distortion, something created by your own mind. Nature asks almost nothing of you. Even if your should comes from a place of good, it creates undue pressure. And what do we do once we are pressured? We resent the shoulds. We procrastinate. And as you know, we have a lot of time to procrastinate.
Wow.
You heard that right. Why do today what you could do next century?
It reminds me of that bit from the original What We Do in the Shadows movie.
Yeah.
Deacon, you haven't done the dishes in 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Exactly. Should statements removes the intrinsic joy from that which you find fulfilling.
Do you agree with that as someone that also went into fine arts for a higher education?
I agree with what? Should statements?
Things like I should, like the pressure of assignments and exams.
Oh, like, why am I enjoying life when I should be doing X task?
No, I mean, like, did the pressure of, like, having assignments and exams for the thing that you chose to go into, like, fine arts, like acting or music, did that interact with how you felt about the profession?
For the most part, no. The only time that I, like, genuinely, like, dreaded entering the theater was when I was doing a job that I didn't actually enjoy doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was when I was being assistant stage managing, and I didn't know what I was doing, and the director didn't like me. So it wasn't the idea of, like, doing theater in an academic sense. Like, it wasn't the academia of theater that made me dislike theater. It was circumstances within doing theater that were less than ideal that made me not want to do it.
Mm.
Yeah. Factors that were partially and also partially not in my control. Like, there were some things I definitely could have been doing better and some things I could have been putting more effort into, but even doing those things would not have made it an entirely pleasant experience. I still was doing a job that I didn't really know how to do, wasn't being helped much with doing it, and didn't like the show that I was working on.
What show was it?
Anne of Green Gables.
Oh.
The musical.
There's a musical for that.
Yeah, it's a bad musical.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, no.
You heard it here first, folks. Anne of Green Gables, the musical, D-tier musical. There's like one banger in there, but it's not enough to save it. Come for me in the comments. I am not scared of theater kids that are fans of Anne of Green Gables. It's the least scary kind of theater kid. Hold on, though. Ain't there some things we really should do? Of course there are things we must do, but nature herself tells us what they are. We invent the rest. Here, let me give you an exercise. It's exercise time, baby.
Homework.
Listen closely. See whether you can find the should statement that is a distortion.
Yes.
I should go to the vampire dentist. You know what they say. If you have bad fangs, you get bad blood. That makes sense. That's just self-care. I should drink blood today. Yes, good. I should take my blood partner, Crimson, out on a date. Perhaps, if that's if that's an inherent part of your relationship.
I'd like to hear the other statements before I settle on this
Yeah.
one.
I should be wary of sexually transmitted diseases. Yep, sure. Depending on what your lifestyle is, perhaps. Did you? Maybe I did.
It was the Crimson one.
It
I
might have
think.
been the blood partner one.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear the rest of them.
That's the one. Saying you should take Crimson out on a date is a should statement. You've turned something you want to do into something you have to do.
That's what I kind of meant when I asked
Okay.
that question about going into acting school. When you're in it and there's all these things that you should do.
I don't think I understand.
I don't think I'm wording it good.
Okay.
Okay.
We can move on until you maybe find
Probably
a different
won't.
way to... Alright.
This is what I mean when I say I'm bad at asking questions.
Fair enough. That's right, Samuel. You know I couldn't be more pleased with you. Your time in nature was clearly well spent. Well, thanks, I suppose. But if you don't mind my saying so, I hope you're treating that mortal lady right. Thank you. Please, ask her yourself. I imagine she would share her blood with you. You look like her type.
Oh,
Nice. All positive. Hold on, I've only been in Europe for a couple of days. I ain't gonna go after my teacher's girlfriend.
Yet.
Yet. She does what she wishes, and that is why I chose her as my blood partner.
Healthy, open relationship.
Wow.
That's what it looks like.
Samuel, even if it beats no longer, you have a good heart. I think you will be an excellent therapist.
Beautiful.
So far, that good heart of mine hasn't amounted to much, but I'm willing to give it my best shot. You are uncomfortable with praise, aren't you, Samuel?
Oh.
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 Every time I say something positive, you find a way to negate it. I just don't think I should be doing any bragging. I spent my first 50 years killing, spent the next 90 walking in the woods. Everyone goes through their 20s. I've tried to find a better path since then, but I ain't no saint, Andy. I did not say you were. Having met several so-called saints, I can attest that none of them were either. What saints do you think he's referring to?
Mother Teresa.
Damn.
She's not canonized.
No. So I
But
guess she doesn't count.
Apparently she was a real shit.
Yeah. But if she wasn't canonized, then she doesn't count. I've heard St. Peter was a bit of a meathead.
Is that the upside down cross guy?
Yeah.
I went to Catholic school. Yeah.
There was a reason they called him the Rock.
Right.
And not just because his name meant rock.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, Petra.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because he's the rock on which you build the
The guy. The thing.
the shit, yeah.
Yeah. On this shit, I will build my
That
stuff.
guy.
Yeah.
On this shit, I
On
will
this
build
guy,
that.
I will build my shit.
Amen. I went to Catholic school.
Yeah. I understand your discomfort, Samuel. I too have done terrible things that I cannot erase. But is erasing the good I have done worthwhile? I guess when you put it like that, it sounds kind of silly. It's another cognitive distortion. One that mortal psychologists call disqualifying the positive. I understand that the actions of your past are difficult to bear. But what we are here to do is accept reality. What we are here to do is accept reality with both its positive and negative aspects. I'm not saying that you should disqualify your negative actions, but merely not when you disqualify the positive ones. Here, let us try an exercise!
Homework.
Exercise time! I am a drama course, one of the most powerful vampires alive.
Sure.
Sure. Before I became the vampire I am now, I did exceptionally terrible things.
Okay.
Sure. I have defiled the innocent. I have killed countless people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The good I do now pales in comparison
There it
to
is.
the... There it is. That's the one. That's the one! Nice shooting.
Nice shooting.
You're literally disqualifying the positive by comparing it to the evil stuff you done. Nice. We learned 5 cognitive distortions. We're holstered up. Well done, Samuel. I believe the recognition of this distortion will serve you well when you start to see clients tomorrow. Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Whoa, tomorrow? I only just started learning these here cognitive distortion things. I will, of course, be with you. Always. You needn't worry. I can sense your instincts and will help you. But tomorrow, I just don't feel ready yet. My friend, we are never truly ready. But if it would ease your concerns, we can practice with further examples. Would that be helpful to you? I mean, I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
I don't think it hurts.
All right. Yeah, I think I could use the help.
Just to also brush up on the other.
Right, yeah, fair
last
enough.
time.
Very well, Samuel. Let's try some examples. I will give you a statement, and you'll find the cognitive distortion in it. I'm far sexier than movie vampires. Therefore, I should be a movie star. Is that a should statement? I think that's a should statement. Oh yeah, that's an easy one. That's a should statement right there. You're not insecure enough to be an actor
Whoa.
anyway. Listen. You don't have to be insecure to be an actor.
Does it help?
No. No, it doesn't. But if David Tennant can have imposter syndrome, then goddamn it, so can I. Excellent, Samuel. Would you like another exercise?
Maybe one or two more.
One or two more. If I cannot consume high-quality blood, I might as well drink blood from Florida. Whoa.
Is that a control fallacy?
That sounds
or
like some Nosferatu.
Yeah.
That's some black
can
and
you-
white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
There's Nosferatu thinking, ain't it? Yeah, Nosferatu thinking is like
That's
unnecessarily high stakes.
Right. That's the black and white thinking.
Yeah. Correct, Samuel. That being said, I am sure there is still decent blood to drink in Florida. But I would bring a test kit anyway.
Damn.
Would you like another exercise? I think we're okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I think I'm good. All right, Samuel. You must be hungry now. I suggest you get a liter inside you. We have a big night tomorrow. A whole freaking liter. Damn. How much is a liter?
Oh.
Yeah.
How much is that?
Oh.
Is that a liter and a half or 2?
Something like that. Yeah, 1.5 liters.
Okay. A liter is like this much.
Yeah.
Then now you know.
You're never gonna know what liter and a half container we were referring to. You're never gonna know.
People that give birth, I can't remember if it's specifically like naturally giving birth or a C-section, but you can definitely lose, like in a completely healthy regular birth, I think, asterisk, up to a liter of blood.
Whoa.
Like that many. You can lose that many giving birth.
Whoa.
Did you know that?
I feel like I might have heard that somewhere.
Well, now you know that.
Great. Thanks.
Think about that.
I don't wanna. Just get enough to drink, Samuel. We will not be able to work if you are hungry or tired.
Real.
Now please excuse me. I do have a date with Crimson tonight. I suspect I shall not return until nearly morning.
Damn.
Damn.
Get into it.
Oh, of course. I hope you have a nice night out, Mr. Andy. You as well, Sam. Rest in peace. Nice.
I do have to play the fucking mini game.
Ripperoni, Mr. Samuel.
blood game again.
I sure hope not. Nice, we're back here.
Woohoo! Checkpoint saved.
Oh, we can read our journal.
Cowboybloodsucker@vmail.com. That's funny.
Wait, how do I... I learned some more therapy stuff today. Figure I've been doing a lot of this disqualifying the positive thing. Feel like I've got to be humble after the shit I pulled back when I was a bastard. Capital B bastard. But maybe that's just the shame talking. Andy says I'm ready to start seeing clients now that I've got my head wrapped around this whole cognitive distortion thing. Can't believe it's all happening so fast. Went for a nice walk exploring Leipzig. There's a music school here, and the kids are always performing stuff. Tried asking for Oh Susanna. The kids today don't appreciate good music. Dang kids with their CD-ROM music. The wax cylinder was fine. That's pretty good. I like that. Alright. Samuel, glad to see you are awake. Your first client is on his way. Okay. What, already? Look, Mr. Andy, sir, are you sure I'm ready for this? These are people's brains I'm messing with. Fear not, my friend. You are a powerful vampire in your own right. To be so young and have so much empathy is quite a gift. All you need to do is listen, and I know the truth will reveal itself to you. Shucks, I wish I had your confidence. Well, to a limited extent, I can see the future.
Whoa.
If you're about to misinterpret a client's distortions, I will set you back on the right path. You can see the future? It's not that impressive, really. You start to see the patterns after 1,000 years or so. Oh.
Oh, is that a thing we have to... Not impressive, really. Disqualifying the pattern. Disqualifying the...
Well, dang, if
positive.
Yeah. If seeing the future ain't impressive, that's gotta be a distortion. Disqualifying the positive. It's gotta be. Meow. 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 Crinkle, you're gonna help with therapy? What?
Backwards.
Jeez. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Huh. You barely require my aid as it is. If you need guidance, I will provide it telepathically.
Great.
Don't think about it too much. When you are 3,000, such things will cease to impress you. Now let us look at your first client's case file.
Yes, chart.
Dr. Drain, age 430, male, English. Dr. Drain is a class of 1614 graduate of the Royal College of Physicians. He has been studying the nature of blood for the last several centuries. Became a vampire after a post-mortem blood transfusion experiment. Now runs a global pharmaceutical research company. Oh no. Is now concerned that he has developed an addiction to a drug of his own formulation. Is this the fall of the House of Usher?
Oh, yeah.
Suggestion. Detected strong irritability on the phone. Investigate Drain's drinking and sleeping habits. Okay. Dr. Drain, huh? Ain't got no first name. Many vampires go by one name. Families and titles seem to become more abstract after a certain age. So, is it funny that he kept the title? Indeed. You catch on quickly, despite your habit of disqualifying the positive. I will let you work now. I shall be meditating in my coffin, but I will sense when you need my help. All right, Samuel. I know you can handle this.
Wow.
And all will be well. Bye! Whoa. Alright, you want to handle Doc?
Satan bless it all. I hate flying.
Nice. Hey there.
God's blood. What on earth
He is
are
English.
God's... I can't do an
You fucked you up, mate. You just got...
blood, what on earth are you?
There you go, you got it.
I can't do an angsty
Yes, you
tea
can.
and English at the same time.
It's just Cockney. My name's Sam. I'm a new therapist. Make yourself comfortable, Dr. Drain.
And
An American as well. There,
can't do it.
if you need help, just like spit out a few like blimies or you walk. Hook you in the GABA.
Good God, it's not enough for you lot to take over the world of the living. Even the old and the dead aren't safe from you.
Or even pull.
I'm Ringo.
I'm Ringo.
I'm John.
Yeah.
Hi,
Oh.
I'm George.
Well, I suppose you're
That's
louder.
me. Oh, well, I suppose you're all
Oh,
into
yeah.
this touchy-feely stuff, aren't you? And ignorance, even American ignorance, is bliss, I suppose. Oh, sweet ignorance, how I do wish I knew thee.
You got it.
I-
Damn it. How am I gonna work with this fella? I gotta ask Andy. Well, are you alright, Samuel? You gave me this fella as my first client? Why not? He's clearly hiding very little about his state of mind. How am I supposed to help him when he already sees me as the bad guy? Use your instincts, Samuel. Think about how you have felt in your darkest hours. What does this poor vampire want?
He wants to either leave or complain.
I was thinking he wants to complain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he just wants to complain. Perceptive, Samuel. He can hardly stop himself, can he? So what, I just let him complain? Of course. Just give him a starting point to let it all out. It will make him feel better. Well, if you say so. Don't worry, Samuel. You're doing wonderfully. I will release your time now.
Well.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
You had it. You had
You
it.
just gotta sit there.
Yeah. I was just gonna ask how your trip here was.
My trip was bloody wonderful until my familiar got a flat tire and I had to fly 30 kilometers here as a bat.
As the bat flies.
I think I'm going Australian.
That's okay.
I hate being a bat and I hate flying. You know, an owl tried to eat
Oh
me.
no!
Oh dear. Me! A creature that has lived for centuries, treated like common prey. I'm surprised he was even interested. You should see what an ugly little beastie I am when I transform.
Oh.
All I could do was screech and squeak until he went away. Well, I suppose I'm alive. In a manner of speaking, anyway.
You alright there, pal?
Yes, I'm fine. Well, I'm not, of course. I wouldn't be otherwise. But for the sake of conversational integrity, fine. I take it you've read my case file and know why I'm here. He has an addiction.
He has an addiction.
Wow. Right off the bat. First practicum.
I guess.
First practicum.
You're here for an addiction problem.
Yes. Embarrassing, isn't it?
What's to be embarrassed about? I remember when Ulysses S. Grant was president, didn't seem to bother him.
Oh, well, of course, how wonderful it is that I share the mental failings of people who only live a single lifetime.
Hey, come on now. There's a part of us that's still mortal. Can't help that, just like we can't help being dead.
So I'm discovering. Look, I just need some tips and I'll be on my way. Just give me all the tricks, whatever one does to make addictions go away.
All right, the tricks.
Just give me a
The
list of-
addiction
Just
tricks.
give me a list of things to do and I'll do it.
Mhm. Tips? Let me think. Suggest a milder addiction? No. Suggest there are no easy solutions. Partner, there ain't no tips that'll magically cure you.
Curry.
but I'm here to listen.
You know, I never in my life thought anyone would call me a partner. Like partner, but not with a T.
And I know how you English love your tea. Nice.
Wow. Thank goodness we can still process tea. We cannot live on blood alone. I appreciate the concern, though. I must admit, I rather saw myself above this whole addiction thing.
He kind of looks like a dark and broody version of Milo from the Atlantis movie.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I was like,
he's got the glasses. He's got the side part.
It's like, who does he look like that? I keep trying to look at him.
Yeah. Tell you what. Let's not worry about being above or below anything. You hear now? So let's see what we can do. What exactly are you addicted to?
It's a form of plasma,
Ah.
a catalytic compound of my own design, a necessary component of my own scientific goals.
You're losing me.
Well, let me try to make it simple. I've been able to replicate and even alter the molecular patterns that vampiric erythrocyte surface receptors receive.
Nice. You met that high five like a fight or flight response.
Our unique physiology gives us an increased ligand affinity, which is how we are able to process blood the way that we do. I can extend this receptivity and thus achieve my true goal, synthetic blood.
Oh shit.
Freedom from the hunger that plagues us and hope for all humanity.
Damn.
Is that bad?
No.
That doesn't seem
That seems pretty noble actually.
good, actually.
This guy's trying to make Beyond Meat, but it's blood.
Beyond blood.
Yeah.
Beyond blood.
Well, dang.
Plant-based blood.
That sounds pretty impressive, Doc. What's next? Plant-based falafel?
What's falafel made out of, guys?
Guys, what is falafel?
What is a meat falafel if not a goddamn meatball? Is falafel not just
Is that
plant-based
just
meatballs?
is that just not a meatball sub? If you order a shawarma with falafel, is that a meatball sub?
Yeah, only if it's not plant-based.
There you go. As long as you order the non-plant-based falafel.
Then it will be a meatball sub.
There you go.
Correct. Well, it doesn't work without a vampiric catalyst, and that is the plasma I am addicted to.
Ah, shit.
Pathetic, isn't it? I've spent 400 years trying to steal the secret of blood, only to be engulfed by it, like Prometheus walking into a fireplace.
Feels like we're starting to disqualify the positive here. Pathetic. Doc, where the heck would you get a word like that? You come up with a synthetic blood. Man, I can barely get my spurs on some mornings. You wear spurs. Maybe you've had a setback or two, but give yourself a little credit, compadre.
Credit? For wasting 400 years, practically speaking, I'm in the same place as I was back when King James was in power. Only now I have a drug problem. Perhaps I must face facts. My professor was right. Nothing we ever do will make a damned bit of difference.
Whoa. Is that now Nosferatu thinking?
Let me click it. Let me click it. Let me do the clickies. Do the clickies.
Samuel, listen to him. Do you recognize his patterns of thought?
Clickies.
There's some distortions in there, ain't there? I knew you would sense them. Invite him to talk more of this failure of his. I'll do my best. Now hold on just a minute there, cowpoke. I've heard you talk a lot about failure. Well, it sure sounds to me like you ain't thinking clearly if you think you're a failure.
I am a realist, that's all.
Oh, are you?
Look at me. 400 years of study and still dabbling with leukocytes.
That's some disqualifying the positive. I don't know how many people would call working with leukocytes dabbling. I mean, I gotta admit, I have no earthly clue what you're talking about, so unless you made up all them science terms, I think you might be doing more than playing with the chemistry set.
Perhaps. But if we consider all there is to know about blood, I know precious little.
But you know something.
Yes, I concede I might know something about blood. I hope so. I would hope so after 400 years.
You've still got more knowledge about blood than most, whether it's been 4 years or 400 years, amigo. Let's go back to what you were saying, though.
I'm saying I am surely the oldest, most well-studied doctor in the world. I should have achieved more than this.
Should statement.
Should
Should statement.
click.
Should statement. Who's shit? Who's shitting?
Who's shitting on your achievements?
Who said you? Who said the song by Selena Gomez? That's a deep cut. That's a Disney Channel hit right there.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Who says? Who says you're not perfect?
Mm-hmm.
Who says you're not worth it?
Mm-hmm.
Who says?
Who says?
Who says?
Who said you should have achieved more?
Isn't it obvious? I should have had something to show for 400 years of work.
What happens if you don't?
Absolutely nothing at all.
That's my point.
That's not as encouraging as you think it is.
Ain't meant to be encouraging. Just showing you a little reality.
Well, it's all my fault, really. I cannot seem to motivate my scientists to reach the necessary level of dedication. It's always shocking to me how little urgency mortals have around death.
That's some control fallacy.
Yes.
Nice. So it's all your fault that you haven't come up with the perfect synthetic blood?
It can't be anyone else's fault. Only I have the skill, the knowledge, and the experience.
Pardon me for saying so, Doc, but it sounds like what you're doing is pretty dang complicated. Sounds to me like you're some kind of god if you expect control over life itself.
Please, I'm a scientist, not a spiritualist. It's not control I seek, but understanding.
Are you ever gonna have perfect understanding?
No, of course not. I'm not a wizard.
I'm a vampire.
Vampire.
So how about not putting saving the world on one person, Doc?
Whoa.
Pulls out a microphone and drops it.
That is a simplification, but I take your point. As I was saying, now that I'm addicted to my own drug, I have joined the ranks of mortal celebrities in my utter irrelevance.
That's some labeling. Isn't it? Like he's disqualifying himself as a worthwhile person.
Either labeling or black and
I'm gonna
white.
try labeling. Nice. Now why would you go and label yourself irrelevant?
What else do you call a man who has nothing to show after 400 years?
I reckon I'd call him by his given name.
Whoa.
Slapping a label on yourself don't do nothing but weigh you down.
Well played, cowpoke. Perhaps I'm being a little dramatic.
I mean, you are English.
Yeah. You said go northern, and
You did.
I'm trying to.
I mean, you can also just go for like a Dan and or Phil impression.
I'm going for Phil Lester.
Nice.
Phil
Very
Lester,
good.
who is from the north.
There you go.
He's Northern England.
Yeah.
Oh, let me find it.
Yeah.
I'm aware that in reality, progress has been made enough to get to this point. But I didn't come here to ask for a pat on the back and to be told I'm a good boy.
That's later. Ain't my department. But I hear they do some of that stuff downstairs. There you go. There you go.
Yes, we all know very well that Continentals are more sexually liberated than we are.
Continentals?
Whoa, that's crazy.
I didn't know that there was a slur for people that aren't in Europe.
Europe? Well, no, he's English, so he's saying continentals is in people that aren't from England.
Right, yeah.
European
Whoa.
people are racist like you wouldn't believe.
That's some advanced ethnophobia.
He's European. But, as I say, I don't want all of this therapy stuff. I just want to stop using this damn drug.
Right, so about that. So, what's so good about this stuff anyway? Why do you like it? Who's your source? Wait, he's his source. Whoa. He's his own hookup.
Crazy.
That's you.
I know. I'm putting on the voice. I'm trying so hard. I'm so sober.
It's okay. I'm able to do it quickly because I want it to be my job.
I'm so sober, guys. I'm not certain. I don't remember what happens after I take it, but I wake up feeling, how do I put this? Alive.
Awake. Yeah. Well, that don't sound so bad. A good nap can make me feel like a new man. Yeah.
I'm not talking about feeling refreshed. I mean, I feel alive, as if I'm someone else. Someone who lives.
Mm.
And I wake up and find, oh gracious me, I'm not depressed.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
You mean to tell me that you're going to sleep depressed every night?
Oh, nothing of the sort.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
You are assuming that I can simply go to sleep and my global scientific enterprise will run itself.
Wait just a gosh darn minute. You're telling me you don't sleep?
Yes! It's not as though we could get much deader already and I have work to do.
So you're not sleeping and you're always depressed. I think we're starting to get somewhere.
Don't be such a bumpkin. You're a sapient.
With a hard B.
Bumpkin. If you are a sapient individual aware of the world around you, depression is the only sensible reaction. It has nothing to do with sleep.
Wait. You're a sapient.
It sounds like black and white thinking to me.
Yeah.
What?
Come on now. It's a big world out there. And different things are depressing to different people. World's full of depressing possibilities. Everyone reacts to things differently. Ain't it true that a sensible person, as you call them, might even be a different degree depressed?
Very well. I suppose I might have been using a bit of a mild hyperbole.
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 Mild is putting it like mildly, buckaroo.
Whoa. Buckaroo? Buckaroo! Now I'm even more depressed.
Oh. I think if someone called me buckaroo, that would actually ease my depression.
Should I start calling my clients buckaroo?
Absolutely. Amigo.
Amigo. Regardless, I didn't come here to be a whiner. Oh, boo-hoo, on life is hard. Yes, we all know it's hard.
Ooh. Ooh, what is this?
I think it's either control fallacy or labeling.
No. Dr. Jane is calling himself a whiner for being sad. If he is trying to bully himself into being happy, he clearly met with minimal success.
Oh, so
it's labeling. Nice. Now, why'd you say coming and talking to me makes you a whiner?
Is that not what I currently am?
Sounds to me like you're expressing yourself. Whiner is the word you used. If you want to call it whining, that's up to you. But that's entirely your label.
Very well, call it moaning or whinging, if you prefer.
That is a word.
Whinging?
Whinging.
Is that how you say it?
I don't know. I'm not English.
Oh.
Moaning, winging, belly aching, it's still all just labels. Clay aching?
I don't believe I shall be using the term belly aching in any case. But, as I was saying, in the moments I wake up, I feel free. I suppose it must be what being an ignoramus feels like.
That's also a labeling?
It sounds like it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You honestly think feeling good makes you an ignoramus? Flips over the table.
The phrase ignorance is bliss is most apt, don't you think?
But by calling yourself an ignoramus, you're making bliss something to be avoided.
Yes, unfortunate how that works, isn't it? The only way to be happy is by being a fool.
Partner, those are your labels. Try using something more positive and see how you feel.
I would frame that as a question, I think. What would it be like if we turned those words into more positive?
Right.
Yeah, not it's prescribing versus inviting the
Right.
client to make the exploration themselves. Try doing this
Right.
versus what would it be like if you did this?
Right. So you're still making it seem like their idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, still just labels. Oh, sorry, hang on. Is there a way to... That's you.
It is. Very well. I suppose I might be discounting my experience.
I don't know how to say this, amigo. You really don't like letting yourself be happy. See, honestly, I'm failing to see the problem with taking this stuff. Seems like it's making you get the rest you need, and it makes you feel good. What's the problem?
First of all, I do not need to rest, and partaking of this plasma does have downsides.
What kind of downsides?
I do not know what happens when I partake of the substance. However, when I wake up, I feel refreshed, but I also smell of blood and sex.
Again, what's the problem?
Should I do it? I'm not even dead.
Yeah.
Once I even woke up wearing a football jersey.
Oh,
Love
shit.
distasteful.
I guess you must be having some kind of good time.
That is not my idea of a good time.
Well, what if it is, though? Seems like it might be.
I'm Dr. Drain. I am intelligent and worldly, not some ill-bred monster. I don't go gallivanting into godforsaken places to engage in depraved coitus and the consumption of dirty blood.
Everyone's had their 20s.
As a therapist.
Yeah.
Yes, I am in my 20s.
Sounds to me like you're real good at denying yourself things.
Well, I should.
Huh? Huh? You know, Doc, a wise old vampire recently told me something I'm about to tell
By
you.
recently, we mean
Half an hour ago.
half an hour ago.
You keep talking about the things you should be doing. You, compadre, are shouldn't all over
Oh my
yourself.
god, I'm gonna should.
You've should your pants.
Oh my god, I'm gonna should my pants. Oh, well, that is vivid, isn't it? Incontinence to my already considerable list of
All right,
words.
bud. I'm being serious. I'm listening to you tell me I should be doing this and I shouldn't be doing that. Well, who gave you all them shoulds and shouldn'ts? Who should your pants?
You should my pants. I don't know. It shouldn't matter, should it? I've been dead for over 400 years.
It's the oldest stuff that sticks with us, amigo. We all got traumas. Heck, we're dead men. That's traumatic no matter what. What we gotta start with is you.
Who?
You!
Oh!
Ah! Ah! You've been through a lot. Don't rope yourself up too tight unless that's what you're into. Listen, we're doing good work already. I know it. Now let's not push too hard. I would really like you to think where all them shoulds are coming from before we meet again.
That's That's something I would say too.
And be good to yourself, alright, partner? Don't feel you gotta go cold turkey on that plasma stuff.
Yes. Well, all the same, I'd rather not do it at all.
Is that actually gonna happen, though?
It might.
You're dipping into it tonight, aren't you?
I was thinking about it.
Alright, partner. Just give yourself a little compassion. That's all I'm asking.
I'll admit, you've given me some things to think about. Not pleasant ones, mind.
You can handle it, partner. You're way smarter than I am.
Well, yes, that is certainly true.
Alright.
Well, yes, I suppose. Very well. I shall do
Very well.
Very well. I should do some reflecting. In as much as our kind can reflect.
I forgot that can be one word. In as
Like,
much.
Insofar.
Right,
I do
yeah.
like using insofar.
In a smudge.
In what smudge?
In a smudge.
Which smudge?
Just a smudge. Not a particular smudge.
Oh.
But
Damn, bitches out here smudgeless.
in one smudge.
Smudgeless.
Yeah.
See you in precisely 4 weeks then. Farewell, Sam.
Bye.
Wow.
Masterfully done, Samuel. I knew you would do well, but that doesn't make me any less pleased. Krenko, are you proud of us? We did vampire therapy. Whoa. Wow. Whoa. Krenko, do you have any tips for the therapists in the audience, or the vampires in the audience, or the vampire therapists in the audience? Okay. Oh no. You're so allergic. Oh no! You just crop dusted yourself. That was a hell of a rush!
I'm gonna have to edit all of my sneezing out.
Right.
I'm gonna have to edit out the next 10 minutes.
That fella's holding on tighter than a holster on a gunslinger's hip. Felt real good to help him look at himself a little more kindly. Good, Samuel. Treasure this feeling. But also rest. Go downstairs. Get something to drink. Relax in your coffin.
I'll get someone to drink.
Wow. Next week, you will see a new client. I think they will be an interesting challenge for you. I bid you a good evening, Samuel. Rest in peace. And with that, we are going to end this episode. So, thanks for watching. We finally got into the therapy.
Yes.
We're doing therapy now. Okay. 2 hours have passed. Okay. Hopefully you enjoyed yourselves. I'm enjoying this very much. How do you feel about it so far?
I think it's pretty fucking bold that the very first client he has on this practicum is someone with substance use issues.
Yeah, true.
That's
really throwing us in the deep end.
They usually start you off, I mean in my line of work, they start you off with like seniors and then, you know, kids. Not that those people can't have like serious challenges like substance use. I have done some work with people with like past substance use issues. Kind of ballsy though, to be honest.
Yeah.
Kinda ballsy.
I mean, luckily it is a video game.
Luckily it is a video game.
So these people aren't real.
That is true. I just think it's funny.
Yeah. That's true. Well, great. If you're enjoying your time watching us play this, you can click the like button so that we know. You can also let us know more specifically that you're enjoying this by leaving a comment. If you want to communicate that you want to continue consistently enjoying us, you can click the subscribe button. those are the ways to do that. If you want to communicate that you enjoy this so much that you want to give me money for it, you can go to the Fourth Wall site and support the channel in that way. Hugely appreciated. And until next time, thank you so much, and we'll see you later.
I'd also like to apologize to all the British people.
You don't have to.
Specifically Phil Lester. I just want to apologize to Phil Lester.
You can apologize to Phil Lester. Do you want to do that right now?
I could.
We're still recording. This is the last 20 seconds of the video.
Oh. Let the people hear it.